Good evening. Welcome to the USFFL. We have playoff football here, and the 2022 card set wild card round. Denver and Kansas City has just kicked off. Denver has the opening possession. And stand by here while you're going to get the full screen action. All right. Okay, so first and 10. Looks like it might be waiting on me. I'm not sure. Ready to go. Change. Imagine Denver had to change around. They had taken out all of their starters, and there you see Brett Rippon at quarterback. So I'm guessing this is leftovers from the starters last week. So I'd anticipate here we're going to have a bit of a delay until Denver works out their formations. So does Denver, Tim. He needs to make changes as well. So does Denver. I don't think there. Look, I played Denver in the last game. I'm pretty sure that Russell Wilson did not play at all, and he's not injured. Let's take a look at overuse and injuries here. Make sure we're not missing something. We're not. Okay, so I think we're going to have a bit of changes here. Okay, we're going to go on pause while they work this out. It's going to be a little while, I assume. So we shall be back shortly. Okay, we are awaiting the restart here of the game. We went through it, and Kansas City made their changes, and then after they did, Denver realized they need to make change too. So now we are awaiting Denver's changes. That hopefully is coming along here in just a moment. I guess we'll go back to one more scroll, and then we should be ready to go from Kansas City. We'll be back momentarily. All right, looks like we're ready to go. Let's make sure everything on the broadcast looks good. I think it does. Okay. So on the 2nd and 10 off tackle, Latavius Murray gets 7. So why 2nd and 10? Denver had to run one play with Brett Rippon because he was already in the formation, so they had an incompletion. Now 3rd and 3, went to the defensive card. Interception split, actually, but flat pass was 212 and hit the 11. 3rd and 3 now from the Denver 47-yard line. This Denver team finished regular season 10-7. Short pass, Cortland Sutton, 3-man in zone, is going to not get it there. I think we got Trent McDuffie. Yep, Trent McDuffie there to make the play. And we'll see here. Denver 25th in 4th down attempts this year. So they tend to punt, and they punted 6 fewer times than their opponents this year, 35 yards on the punt on the Coffin corner. Puts the Chiefs at their own 18. We will see Patrick Mahomes make a reappearance in the USFFL playoffs after a one-year hiatus. He is back. Kansas City finished 12-5. Too tight here on 1st down. We have this injury. Short pass here, guessed wrong. Big opportunity on Mahomes' guard. Well, both ways, really. Going to get a long gain, 66 yards. Valdez-Scantling gets it going. Going to get him in the red zone. Guessed wrong into the Denver 16. Denver guesses run 6th highest in the league at 29% and paid the price right there. With a guessed wrong receiver rating, and Scantling hit that long gain guessed wrong. Would not have been there guessed right. Flat pass. Kelsey, man, there is a 0. Kelsey going to lose a yard. As we get the pass rush matchup in, which we do have to look at one in particular here. And that is related to the injury to Orlando Brown. And so he's up against a 5, Deshaun Williams. Too tight on this second and long spot. Kansas City likes the short pass. Like the short pass in a lot of spots. 2nd overall in the league in short pass throwing at 30% of the time. Linebacker, Pacheco. Guessed wrong. Nobody home. Going to get 15, maybe more. Touchdown, indeed. On the boxes. One man back there. And Denver falls behind here 6-0 on the Pacheco run. Denver famously beat Kansas City back in week 17, which helped knock my Chargers out of the playoffs. Thank you, Kansas City coaching staff. Just kidding. Touchback. Denver now playing from behind. And this short pass here, first down. Lots of blitzers coming. They get there, no fumble. Karlaftis gets there. Karlaftis, excuse me. Denver finished the year among the worst in taking sacks. Actually, number one, 32nd in the league at 46 sacks taken. And that's because they finished so high in short pass and long pass attempts. 1 yard on second and long. Plus, not a very good offensive line is the recipe for that. 3rd and 16 now. Third and very long. Denver 8th in the league in running. Short pass, Dolchus. He's going to get 14 of it back. 4th and 2. Let's see if they play it straight and punt or something else going on here. If there's any desperation on the Denver sideline. What they're thinking. I'm thinking some more, so we could have them going for it here. Nope, punting away. From the 25 is Sky Moore. He goes for 3. Okay, well. Off tackle, gets 4 yards. Short drive last time for KC. Going the distance thanks to that short pass, long gain. And then they run by Pacheco. Now faces a 2nd and 6. Short pass is the call here from Kansas City most of the time. They lead the league in short passes on 2nd and 6 to 10. And they catch another guessed wrong short pass. So we barely got to look at the injury here to Orlando Brown. Another run call, another guessed wrong pass. So that's 3 so far for Kansas City, I believe, guessed wrong passing. This time, Smith-Schuster is going to get 6, but he fumbles. It's picked up by the Denver defense. And boy, that's something Denver has gotten all year. And that's a pretty unlikely one, too. They pick it up in Kansas City territory. Going to get a yard. And they're set up at the 47. Denver came into Week 18 as number 1 in turnover margin, but played their backups against the Chargers and ended up then finally 3rd in the league in takeaways, 4th in giveaways. Overall 2nd in the league, 7-yard gain on first down. In fumbles, they had the number 2 recovery percentage on defense, which is pretty spectacular. That's a pure, obviously, recoveries are just a straight up 2 through 6, 12 across the board. Number 2 in recovery on defense, and the team that gave up the fewest fumbles when they fumbled them, they get the ball back more than any other team in the USFFL. So the fumble bounces have been going the way of the Broncos all year, and it stays that way here. And now they face a 3rd and 2. Third down and 2, Denver likes to throw it. Number 1 in the league, long passing in this situation. Number 5 in the league, short passing. And they go running. And are they going to get it? They are. 7-yard block by the guard. First down and 10. Up to the Kansas City 32. Denver needs to capitalize on these kind of breaks. Off tackle, guessed right, just gets a yard. So a rare run call for Kansas City. Finished last in the league in calling run. 91% of the time they call pass on defense. Led the league in guess right passing at 94%. League average 80%. Second and 9. Off tackle, Latavius Murray. Tackle can't make that block. 3rd down and 6 now to the 28. Well, in these third and medium situations, Denver likes to run at 7th in the league. They finished 6th overall in guess percentage, meaning a lot of guess wrongs on 3rd and 6. With Nick Bolton back there, you're not going to do much up the middle. You're going to have to go to Willie Gay's side if you want to pick up that first. End run the other way. Melvin Gordon is going to get 4th and 2. From the 24-yard line, McManus. And we see them going for it here. 4th down and 2. Denver just went for it, 6 times this year on 4th and short. They finished 7th in the league in conversion percentage on 4th down. Off tackle, guess right. Going to get the first down. KC finished 27th in conversion percentage on 4th down defense. And we see the percentages and tendencies play out. First down, big one for Denver now inside the red zone. Denver did not have many trips to the red zone. Last in the league in red zone trips on offense. 13th in efficiency. Blocking back formation versus a blitzing nickel. It's a long pass. Jerry Jeudy, lots of blitzers coming. And it's a touchdown. Boy, threw for the end zone. And it paid off. Risky play, touchdown. Denver can tie it up here on the extra point. McManus is still lining up. There's the kick formation. Good. Oh, barely. But we are tied at 7, capitalizing on the fumble. 3:36 left first quarter. And here comes the kickoff. We think. We hope. Last year we had a lot of trouble on kickoffs with disconnections. It might be happening here, might not be happening here. We don't know. Okay. Tim is asking. Thank you, Coach Irvin. Yeah, there's a touchback. And KC will set up at their 25. First and 10, tied at 7, 3:36 left first quarter. Third drive now for Kansas City. First one touchdown, second one turnover. Looking pass. Man is there, guessed right. Not double teamed. Might be guessed wrong. It's a long gain. Pacheco, he's not going to go 80. Goes 32 and picks it up on the yak reading from Pacheco up to the Denver 43-yard line. Nice game-breaking play there from Pacheco. Boy, we all watch our team, and one of the things we're looking for, like garbage time long runs. You just you want that, or long catches. You want those longs to be stretched out, so you can take advantage of 80-yard gains like that. But no complaints, obviously, with the 32-yard gain. for the Chiefs, I'm sure. Short pass, Smith-Schuster. Lots of blitzers coming. Incomplete. So you see the 40% and the 88% there from Williams up against the backup. Wanago, I guess is the backup's name. Wanago. But that's where Denver, if they want success today, might need to live. So Williams is indeed, there's no backup pass rusher who's better than Williams. That's who they're going to be going with. And an 88% chance on a short pass ain't so bad. Is a 2nd and 10, 12-yard completion, possible penalties waived off. 1st and 10 now into field goal range at the 31-yard line. Flat pass, Noah Gray. Going to get 4. 2nd and 6. Flat pass, Kelsey. He's not filled up, but 2 men are there. Incomplete on Mahomes' card. Getting, encouraging flat passing is something you sort of want to do. You got one of the number one short passer in the league, top 5, and really short pass and long pass. Flat, Mahomes is ranked down into the 20s. Guarded for the flat pass there, though. And it worked out. 3rd and 6 now for KC. As you'd expect, KC likes short and long passing here. And let's see if Denver takes advantage of this pass rush advantage that they have. They go 3-4, not blitzing, however. End run. Guessed right. Beautifully done. Loss of 7 back to the 34. So the running tendencies of this defense pay off there in a really big way. Let's see if it saves some points or not. Bucker's on for a long one. He's good out here, and he hits it. So 10-7 KC. 7-yard loss couldn't turn into a sort of save for the Broncos because of Bucker. And now Denver starts out at their own 25, 54 seconds left in the first. Too tight set. It's a long pass, Cortland Sutton, and it's a 6. That's going to beat the corner. 27 yards. McDuffie can't make the play. Probably a 6 next year. Not here. 1st and 10 up to the 48-yard line. Huge sack numbers. Another long pass. More sack numbers. Can't hit it. Possible penalty is a pass interference against Kansas City. 26 yards. So right down the field, right into the guts of this Kansas City defense. Well defended both times. Big pass rush both times, but 50 yards of field position for Denver. Up now to the KC 22 as we start the second quarter. Flat pass, Dolchich gets the 6. Goes to the receiver card where he gets 6 yards, 2nd and 4. Interesting doings here in Kansas City early. Pass rush is a tricky thing. Some games you just never seem to get it. 2nd and 4. But you have to have faith. Off tackle, Gordon. Going to get 6 yards. That's a first down if this holds up. It is going to hold up. He declines the penalty, gets the 6-yard gain. The only reason you'd accept that penalty is if you're trying to conserve carries from Gordon. I don't think there's a good reason to do that, so it makes sense. 1st and goal, and you get it at the 10-yard line. That's good. If it puts you to the 9, that would be another reason to take the penalty, but I put it at the 10, so that's a good spot. Short pass, Judy, looking for the end zone. Gets sacked, no fumble. Chris Jones in there. 12-yard loss. How do you do, Chris Jones? Denver came into the league 29th in passing on 1st and goal. And, 29th in running in 1st and goal. And paid the price there against this Stout pass rush of the Chiefs. Second and goal now from the 22. Off tackle board and looking for a short gain. Not going to get it. Frank Clark out for the rest of the game. So really, when it's all said and done, it's kind of a dodge bullet there for the Chiefs. You wouldn't want to lose Chris Jones, that's for sure. Coming in for Clark is Dana, who's only a one-notch downgrade in terms of pass rush. So third and long. Let's see if Denver tries to test the secondary. Or do they play conservative? 8th in the league in running in this spot, so they do tend to run here. Not all the time, but just more than league average. We're going to go looking. Man is there, looking for the 6. Does not get it. Would have been short even if it was a 6 on the 11 roll. 4th and goal from the 21. McManus on to try to tie it up. His kick is good. We are tied at 10 with 12:36 left in this wild card round. Kansas City about to get the ball out to the 21-yard line. Kansas City came into the game 4th in the league in starting field position rank at the 29 on average. Led the league in overall plus-minus field position starts, plus 5 yards. It's a line buck to Pacheco. Men are there. Doesn't matter, 8 yards. Second and 2. A blitzing 3-4. Kind of like that posture. You want to make this team scared to throw short and long. I mean, you'd assume anyway. Line buck Pacheco. Going to probably get yards here. Nobody's in zone against the 0. Everything lining up for the Chiefs for a first down here on this 2nd and short. But a snap fumble from Mahomes. And it's recovered by the Broncos. Are you kidding me? That's a 1 in 1,000 shot. Make it 1 in 2,000 when you count the recovery. And Denver is going to take over here at the 30, is it? No, at the Kansas City 29. Incredible. Denver picking up where they left off back in week 17 and prior. Short pass, Dolchus. Plenty of pass rushers in, but no D-die. 8-yard, nice run there by Russell Wilson, who has a nice column in the must runs. 2nd and 2. Maybe it was an announcer's jinx. I mean, I practically gave Kansas City the first down, and they end up snap fumbling. Incredible. 2nd and short, off tackle. Men are there. Guessed wrong. 7 yards. Javonte, if it holds up. No, he is a low carry guy. Gets 4. First down, though, which is what Denver was probably looking for. And they get what they wanted. 1st and 10, back into the red zone. 3rd red zone trip for the team that was last in red zone trips. Interestingly, they were 2nd best in the league at keeping people out of the red zone. Were these Broncos. 1st and 10. End run Murray. Against that 0 out there. Guessed wrong, just gets 4. Possible penalty. No flag. Denver was number 1 in the league with the fewest penalties called against. But they were 27th in the league in opponent penalties. So kind of balanced out a little bit. Very similar story for Kansas City. 2nd and 6, 9:18 now left, 2nd quarter. Kansas City will get the ball at the half. End run Murray, it's right. And it gets a 6 on that white die. That's going to mean in this guess right situation, it's a gain of 5 yards on the defensive card. What was Murray guessed right on a dreaded 5? -3. Not that bad. If it would have gone to the offensive card. 3rd and 1 now. At the 8. Short pass, guessed wrong. 3 men in zone, touchdown, Denver. Extra point coming up for McManus, and Denver is out to a lead here. +2 turnovers. Difficult for anybody to overcome. Possible penalty here. We have a holding against Denver. That's going to push this back quite a ways. Make this a much more difficult kick for McManus, but it's accepted on the kickoff. So let's see. And it does not work out for the Kansas City Chiefs. Pacheco again as the number 2 back comes up. The touchbacks aren't altered, on the kickoff. It's not really one of the more sort of realistic items. The continuity from extra point penalties on the kickoff just doesn't hold up really well, and Kansas City pays that price there, I think. No, okay, they pushed it up to the 11. Okay, got it. I thought it went to the 1 anyway. Well, hey, 30-yard line. I guess it does work out. That's good. Nonetheless, if the touchback would have hit, it would have stayed a touchback. Double team Smith-Schuster, and the blitzer's coming. Tough spot here for Mahomes. Avoids the pass rush, and now he's flushed for a gain of 7. Kansas City will take that. That was a difficult spot after a really nice call by Coach David Denver. 2nd and 3. Really a sigh of relief there. Could have gone wrong fast for KC there. Instead, they get a positive play. Long pass, Justin Watson. Nobody's back there. Incomplete on that nice card of Denver's. Long pass, 0 men. Usually a check on a defender instead of blank. 3rd and 3. KC on 3rd and 3s. Number 1 in the league. Short pass. Let's see if that holds up here. The injury to Orlando Brown does have to change some of the play calling tendencies for Coach Irvin. Yeah, indeed. Linebucker Pacheco, 2 men are there, but he gets 8 yards on his card. And it's a first down for KC up to their own 45, 6:36 left, 2nd quarter. Edwards-Helaire makes an appearance here. Off tackle to him. Nobody home. Guessed wrong. Opportunity for Edwards-Helaire. Only gets 3. Not really success there. 2nd and 7. Short pass, Kelsey. 4 men in zone. 12-yard gain. D-Dye shows up. No linebacker coming. 1st and 10 to the Denver 40. I agree with the blitzing posture here. Off tackle. Man in zone, guessed wrong. Back to Pacheco's card. 6 yards. 2nd and 4 up to the 34. McKinnon now checks in this 2 tight set. Blitzing 3-4. Flat pass, Kelsey. He's doubled up by Kareem Jackson. Incomplete. Oh, almost gets the pick. Oh, 3rd and 4. Would have been a pick on a few different quarterbacks' cards. But, of course, Mahomes has the picks on 11. And now 3rd and 4 from the 34. No blitzing here. Short pass. Yeah, I'd expect him to take advantage of that no blitzing. And it's guessed wrong on top of it. It's incomplete. Smith-Schuster hits the 7. Guessed wrong. Frustrating result for the Chiefs. 4th and 4 and Kansas City's thinking about it. They get the ball at halftime. Bucker, though, not automatic out here, that's for sure. Variable could help. They're going to go for it with McKinnon in the backfield. Kansas City, 16th in the league in fourth down attempts. Went from this distance just 5 times all year. And did not do well and guessed right wrong. Guessed right 30th in the league. Guessed right again. Can Mahomes find it? He's flushed. Just needs 4 yards. Gonna get 7, first down. To the 27-yard line. 3:54 left in the first half. 24% sack, shows up with 71. If it would have went to the other defensive end, it was 72%, and it would have been a sack. Too tight with McKinnon. Blitzing 3-4. Short pass, Watson. He's not doubled up. 4 men in zone. Incomplete. Blitzing now. Pacheco checks back in. Pacheco's been busy. He still has 12 carries left. It's a guessed right short pass. Lots of blitzers coming. Can't find it, so he's flushed. And it's another 7-yard gain. Hitting that interception split on the flat pass card, but 0 man doesn't do it for you. 3rd and 3. Sets the 7-yard gain once again. So a big 3rd down from the 20. Linebacker Edwards-Helaire. He's key, but it's not going to get the key. He gets a yard. There's only 1 man in zone. So 4th and 2. What to do if you're KC? Interesting call here. Again, they get the ball back. Now down to 2:24. You get this first down. There's no guarantee you're getting a touchdown. It is pretty much a guarantee, though, that you're going to prevent a Denver possession if you get it. So that has value. You could really go either way here. Truly could go either way. And he's going to kick. Yeah, I understand. Bucker hits it. Just 2 through 8. 8 yards deep with a possible penalty upcoming. If he runs it back, it's more likely. Does not run it back, no penalty. Denver has 2:06 to work with here. Up 17-13. Off tackle, gets the dreaded 5. But an offside call wipes out the play, and that's a false start. Flat pass, Dolchich. Gets that 6, but again, it goes to his card again, where again he finds that +6. So it's 2nd and 9 as we hit the warning. 2 strong-legged kickers here can play havoc with halftime strategy. McManus goes out to the 38, so not as strong as usual. But he's 2 through 7, 12 out there. 2 through 7, 11, 12. Bucker goes up to the 45. Off tackle, Latavius Murray just 1 yard, so you might see a timeout here from the Chiefs. We don't. Interesting. Okay. Especially that leg from Bucker, but Kansas City knows they get the ball back. That must be the thought. 3rd and 8. Off tackle. Latavius Murray needs 8 yards. Unlikely to get it. Just gets 5. Now we'll see the timeout from KC for sure. There it is. 1:22 left. Waitman on. 68 yards out. It goes 50 yards. Possible penalty. The block was not on. Kadarius Toney. No gain. Does a penalty occur? It does not. And KC's backed up to their own 18. 1st and 10. Short pass, Smith Schuster. Plenty of blitzers coming, but only 2 with anything that's elevated. 4 men in zone. Avoids the 40% sack. Possible penalty. 7-yard gain. Holds up. Couldn't get out of bounds. Just 1 timeout left for KC. They'll likely go hurry up here, and they do. And this 3 wide set. Unlikely to go to a Mahomes end run here. Just 2 left. And not close to field goal range. Probably not the right place to use it. Short pass. Valdes Scantling. Guessed right. Blitzer again does not get home. Hits the 0%. Incomplete on Hardman's card. Went the defensive card, but the receiver found. And Hardman couldn't bring it in. 3rd and 3, 45 seconds left. Kansas City has a strong punter. So because of that, you might see them not run here, sort of not afraid of having to punt. I wouldn't be surprised to see a long pass here. Goes flat instead. Nobody home. To Hardman, looking for something nice and chunky. Gets 15. That's chunky enough. Out of bounds or not? No. So with 1 timeout, decisions. Goes timeout. It was timeout or spike. Now with 37 seconds left. No timeouts. Needs about 15 yards. Long pass, Toney. 1 man is back there. He gets sacked. So there's the Orlando Brown effect. 63 on an 80%er. Knocks him back 7 yards, and that will likely take us to halftime. Yeah, down to 8 seconds. Kansas City will not be able to stop us getting to halftime here on 2 kneels, even with their timeouts. And we're going to go to the break with a Denver 17-13 lead over the Chiefs in Kansas City. Specifically said.
Everybody. I specifically told Major Burns that a bar of soap on the floor can be very slippery.
It's true. Flat pass, McKinnon, so not kneeling, gets 14. And 1 second left, can set himself up here if he so desires for a Hail Mary from 53 yards out. I don't have the catalog of receivers right next to me here and who can go 53 and who can't and all those rules, but we'll see a Hail Mary attempt here from the Chiefs. They have the home long gain chart on their side. Already helped them a couple times today. Flat pass McKinnon. Nobody home. Looking for a chunk again. But I don't know how far you're going to get. 11 yards. So that will take us to half. 17-13 Denver. KC gets the ball. Let's see if we have a break or if we do not. 2-minute break. Invitation for the one who does not need 2 minutes. Let's see if we can use him to come in. And Kansas City's half marred by turnovers, and that's really the difference. I think 14 Denver points are attributed to the 2 Kansas City turnovers. Kansas City 242 to 146, 7.6 yards per play to 5.0. So base offense comparison working well for KC, but they've dropped 2 fumbles. One on a 1 out of 6 receiver fumble. We will not be seeing him. And then another on a 1 in 1,000 snap fumble that then went to the defense. So we will step aside for just a moment here. Shouldn't be too long before kickoff. We'll be right back. Okay, we are ready for kickoff. Kansas City down 4. Starts out with the ball here in the second half. What does the bracket look like in the AFC? We'll get into that shortly. We start off with the touchback. KC. Joiner. Oh. Tony, if you can hear me, it's not connected. Try to come in with your phone. Sometimes that's easier. I guess strong opportunity on first down turns into just 4 yards, 2nd and 6. pro set here with no Gray in the backfield. Flat pass. Pacheco guessed wrong. Two men are there, incomplete. Just making sure that Gray can play that position, and of course he can. 3rd and 6. So immediately into a 3rd down passing situation for Kansas City here. 14:06, just starting the second half. First drive is always important to get some momentum. Going to need a 3rd down conversion here to do it. KC overall was 2nd in the league in 3rd down conversion percentage. It's a short pass. McKinnon, 4 men in zone. Some blitzers coming, complete on Mahomes' guard. No penalty. Went to the crowded card of the Broncos, laden with opponents. You don't want to go on your opponent's card here, it seems. Short pass now. Above the Scantlin. Guessed right. 4 men. Blitzers there, as usual. Gets the 0%. Possible penalty. He's flushed. Incomplete. Penalties waved off. 2nd and 10. Short pass, Kelsey. Guessed wrong. Opportunity here for Mahomes. He cashes in for 15 yards into Denver territory. 1st and 10. Chiefs now on the move after the big 3rd down conversion. Short pass, Noah Gray. That's going to be a gain of 15 if it holds up. We have a flag. It's an offsetting penalty that came on the offensive card. And that's a roll of snake eyes on the Chiefs card, offsetting. So 15-yard gain wiped out. Off tackle Pacheco goes to his card as it has when there's men in zone, but this time just gets 2 yards, 2nd and 8. Denver's done a nice job of getting men in zone on the runs. Just hasn't gone to the defensive card. Denver hadn't done that much of the year. Finished 26th in the year in both linebucker and off tackle men in zone on defense. Short pass Kelsey, 4 men in zone, blitzers coming, incomplete. And you see 4 men then for Denver in the short pass zone. They are not shy about that. Led the league in short pass men in zone with 3.8. So you can pretty much count on 4 men being there. They do that because of the strong long pass card. Makes sense. Good move by Coach David to do that. I had a similar card for the Chargers last year. I ended up blitzing a lot just because the defense was otherwise so weak. Another 4 men in zone short pass. Looking for Mahomes' card. Doesn't get it. Noah Gray can't make the catch. And it's a 3rd down stop for the Broncos. And here's a punt. Good coffin corner positioning, although Townsend has a pretty strong leg. Can he get down the card a little bit? He can. And it's a perfect coffin corner punt for 43 yards. Denver starts out at their own 1-yard line. This is a team that likes to throw short. This is a Kansas City team with a lot of pass rush. Sometimes you see Denver just defiantly throw short passes, even situations like this. Wouldn't surprise me. Let's see what happens. 1st and 10 from the 1. Linebuck, Wilson, as conservative as you can get. Not going to get that yard. Not going to get that 5 yards. Instead gets that yard. 2nd and 9 from the 2. Boy, what's the 12 roll on Wilson? Guessed wrong, linebacker. That's pretty much an automatic number. Yeah, it would have been a safety. But going to the defensive card, bailed him out. Flat pass, Dulcich. Incomplete. Possible penalty. Offside against Denver. Just cost them a yard, but they get the down over. So they'll take that, presumably. Unless they get a -1 here, of course. 2nd and 10. Non-blitzing 4-3. Short pass, guessed wrong. 3-man in zone, opportunity incomplete. With just 3 men, Kansas City very vulnerable, but could not cash it in. So 3rd and 10. That was Denver's golden opportunity to dig themselves out of this hole. Now they're going to have to do it the hard way. Not going to get a run call here on 3rd and 10 from the defense. Could see a run call from the offense, of course. 3 wide, though, you're vulnerable to a guessed right situation. So I don't know if you would. Yeah, it goes 3-2-6, inviting him to get that one roll for Mike Boone. One on the white die could sink you here if he decides to run. More likely we see a flat pass, I would imagine. We'll see. Chris Jones now matched up on the 3-pass block. Cushenberry, short pass, Hinton. Plenty of blitzers. It's complete. Wilson stares down the blitz and gets 13 huge yards out to the 14-yard line. 1st and 10 Denver. Too tight set with Murray. Long pass, Judy. Man is back. Plenty of blitzers coming, incomplete. Could not pull that D-die. Look at that blitz lineup. 2 100s, 2 98s. My, oh my. A 53. 2nd and 10. Off tackle, Gordon gets 6 yards. Nice run to make it 3rd and manageable here for Denver. 2 tough series of downs for Denver. Last time they just muscled out an impressive 3rd down conversion. Can they do it here from a easier range of 4 yards? 3 wide. Going to go off tackle to Murray. Gets a possible penalty. It's against Denver. Wipes out the 1st down. Now we have a 3rd and long again. Went to the defensive card. Opponent offside, sits on the 9. That's what we must have had, the 9 roll there. 3rd down. 3 wide once again. Non-blitzing nickel. Haven't seen much blitz despite the home field advantage for KC here. Long gain really doesn't kill you. Short pass, Judy. Complete. On the card of the Chiefs this time for another 13-yard 3rd down completion. Up to the 28. 2 impressive series of downs for Denver, overcoming 2 penalties. A small one on the 1st set of downs, a bigger one on the 2nd set of downs. Short pass, Judy again, 3-man zone, complete for 13. We'll yell once again. Up to the 41. Off tackle Murray, just a yard. So tough roll there on 1st down for Denver. Denver 26th in the league in 2nd down yardage to go, which is an indicator of 1st down success. Short pass Sutton, he's doubled up, possible pick. Just misses it. 2 through 4 hits the 5, 3rd and 9. Denver comes into the game 28th in the league in third down conversions. We've seen 2 stellar ones in a row here. Can we make it 3? They moved into good punting position. Not the worst time for a long pass. They go too tight. Plenty of double teaming opportunities for the Chiefs here. Just double up those receivers. You don't have to worry about the long pass so much. Flat pass, Dolcius looking for 9 yards. Really needs a 6 roll, but instead gets a 6-yard gain, and it's 4th and 3 from the 52-yard, 48, number 48, so 52 yards out. We'll likely see the Denver punting unit, and this would be considered a victory of a drive for Denver, even if they punt. Climbing out from their own 1-yard line, they have a chance now to pin Denver back. Instead, they're going to roll the dice. Wow. Too tight. Denver not going for it very often in the regular season. It's gone for it a couple times here. Short pass, guessed wrong. Judy hits it. 13 yards, just misses the long gain. And it's another 13-yard conversion completion to the 39-yard line of KC. End run. Gordon. Man is there. Just gets 2 yards. Nicely covered by the Kansas City defense. 2nd and 8. Prevented a 6-yard gain. Instead, it's 2nd and 8. 3 wide. Off tackle, Murray. Just a yard. Possible penalty is waved off. Another 3rd down, this time from the KC 36. Into good range, but vulnerable to variable risk for McManus. It's an off tackle to Boone, and he stopped for no gain on the dreaded 5. So a tough field goal here for McManus. He has 1 yard to play with variable. 2 through 7, 11, 12, if the variable doesn't sting him. The kick is good. As a matter of fact, the variable pushed him up to the 32-yard line, and it's 20-13 Denver. 4:12 left third quarter. 13-yard line is where these Chiefs will start off. I talked about it earlier. These Chiefs led the league in field position margin, and Pacheco has not been doing them favors on his kickoff returns. So 87 yards to pay dirt for these Chiefs. Little connection troubles, it sounds like, as Tim mentions it. Just sounds like it's just a little bit hung up, but we haven't had any stoppages yet in terms of disconnects. 3 wide on this 1st down. Flat pass. No man there. Opportunity. Gets 10. With the linebacker blitzing, it went to McKinnon's guessed wrong column as his coverage man was busy pursuing Patrick Mahomes. 1st and 10. KC trying to just dig out into normal field position here. Short pass, Smith-Schuster, 4-man in zone. Oh, most intercepted. Made an illegal contact on Denver anyway. And that was on Kansas City's card. So first down now from the 28. 3:18 left, third quarter. Denver leads 20-13. Too tight now with Pacheco. It's a flat pass. Noah Gray. Nobody's home. He gets 16 yards. That gives Kansas City the breathing room they're looking for. Out to the 44. In good range for a shot here. Near midfield. Linebuck instead. One man in zone, guessed wrong. Pacheco's been living on his card here. He gets 6 yards again on his card. 2nd and 4 to midfield. Too tight with Pacheco. End run Pacheco. Nobody's home. Gets 7. First down. Up to the 43-yard line of Denver. Pacheco stays in on this first down. It's an end run back to him. Guessed right. Needs a defensive card this time. Doesn't get it, but still gets 2 yards. 2nd and 8. Avoids the -7 and the -6. That's really what you're hoping for there when you get an end run right. Anything but those biggies. McKinnon checks in. Non-blitzing 3-4. Short pass. Guessed wrong. 4 men in zone. It's going to be a play by Surtain, and it's 3rd and 8. Such a nice 4-man card for Denver. Kansas City's going to, sooner or later, going to have to take some shots here. No, Denver's long past 0 men is good. Oh, nobody home here. Looking. Get 16. First down. Big conversion up to the 25-yard line of Denver. Blitzing 3-4 from the 25-yard line. Short pass. Guess right. 4 men. Intercepted. Possible penalty. 12-yard line. Kareem Jackson. Will this interception hold up? First the return. 2 yards. Is it holding up or is it not holding up? It is. It's intercepted. Denver takes over with the lead. 18 seconds left in the third quarter. From their own 14. 2 through 5. 12 split. Gets the 12. 3 wide versus a 4-3. So opportunities here to throw to Murray. Not very good. Catcher and short pass. Instead goes to Sutton. And that's going to be an incomplete pass. McDuffie makes the play on the 5 roll. 2nd and 10. Short pass. Sutton. Lots of blitzers. Incomplete again. 3rd and 10. Hits the 4. Would have been a long gain, I believe, on the. I think there was 3 men in zone. Would have been a long gain on the Kansas City card. Instead, it's 3rd and long. KC dying for some D-dies. Hasn't gotten them in quite a while. Looking for one right here to pin the Broncos back. Hinton. Complete for 15. He gets a very unlikely short pass completion on Hinton's card, and it's a first down up to the 29. 14:06 left, fourth quarter. blocking back formation. Dolchich is your blocking back. Always good to check that. And he plays it. Short pass. Guessed wrong. Judy's going to get this catch. 15 yards on the 6. White die. Up to the 44. Denver now is hunting for a 2-score lead. I mean, 13:30 left, still plenty of time, but you're still going to feel really happy if you're Denver to carry a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter if they can pull that off. Flat pass, guessed wrong. 2 men in zone. Whose card does it go to? It goes to the defensive card, incomplete. And it's going to result in a -3 because you had a -3 sitting over here, 1 man. They're not going to take that away from Kansas City in the 2-man. They should just print -3 there, shouldn't they? 2nd and 13. 2 tight versus a 3-3-5. I expect a run here from Denver, but we'll see. Indeed it is. Murray going to get 5 of those back. So KC just happy to avoid the short gain. And now another 3rd down. Prime punting position here for Denver, if they can avoid a sack on this 3rd and 8. Murray is in the backfield. He provides no pass block against Chris Jones here in his 5 asterisk. End run, gets the 1 white die, just gets a yard, 4th and 7. 53 yards away from the end zone line. The punt goes for 49. So from the 4, they're going to let it bounce. And is it... Oh, it's Coffin cornered. And it goes 45. Nicely done. From the 8-yard line, Denver quite happy with that punt, I'm sure. 92 yards now for Mahomes and company. 12 minutes left, fourth quarter. Too tight, staying in 3-4. End run Mahomes here. Using one of them in this spot. Gets 9 yards. Second and 1. 1 left for Mahomes. Flat pass. Nobody home. Guessed right. Blitzers are coming. He's going to get 3 yards. Wanted more if you were KC, but it's a first down and there's an injury. It's Valdez-Scantling, and he's gone. That would be through the championship game. He'd be back for the Super Bowl, and that's a significant loss for KC. As Scantling got the 10 roll on the injury chart. 3 yards on first down. Take a look at Scantling's card here, manually here from the actual cards. Yeah, I mean he's got the long gains. He's your best deep threat. Just 42 yards, 42 passes caught means a pretty difficult injury rating, which led to that 2 games out determination by stretch. Short pass guessed wrong. Opportunity for Mahomes, and he gets the interception split. Possible penalty does not happen. 3rd and 7. Man, oh man. Guessed wrong. Short passing. It's been a number of opportunities for KC. Must be at least 5. They average, in terms of passing, guessed wrong, 6.6 per game. 24th in the league. Short pass. Kelsey, this one's complete. 3rd down conversion. Needed that. Up to the 33. Big 3rd down conversion. Plenty of time. 10-12 left, fourth quarter. Number of possessions left in this game. Anybody's ball game right here. But KC has work to do. Short pass. Guessed wrong. 4 men. Nice play by Justin Simmons. Incomplete. Too tight. And a shotgun. Let me see here. Short pass. Guess right. 4 men in zone. Another 10 yards to Kelsey. Up to the 43. Gives the Scanlon injury gives Denver some additional, if they needed any more reason to put 4 men short pass. The Scanlon injury helps with it. 3 wide versus a 3-4. Opportunity here. Flat pass. Nobody home. Looking for yards to Sky Moore. Incomplete. Guessed wrong. With his man drop back. Still could not haul it in. 2nd and 10. KC seems to be doing better guessed right than guessed wrong right now. Second and 10. Short pass. Smith-Schuster, 4 men in zone. Guessed right. Must run for just 3. 3rd and 7. From the 46-yard line. An incomplete pass would likely mean you're going to put it in Tommy Townsend's hands. Punt card is not ideal from this range. That's 2 through 6 as a touchback as he kicks away. You really don't get good until 9. I mean, he might even cough. And short pass, Sky Moore. Can Mahomes get another 3rd down completion? He cannot. Technically a sack, as he must runs for 0. 3 yards and 0. A 9 and 11 roll on must runs in this series of down. It's 4th and 7. KC's going to have to putt. Is he going to cough and corner it or not? Boy, probably have to. See what happens here. Most punters would not even be thinking about coffin corner, but with Townsend, you have to. Consider it, because really 2 through 8 is not really going to help you. Likely ends up in touchback. But of course, if he coffin corners it, he'll get the 9 or the 10. That's just the way it goes. Contemplating the coffin corner. Makes sense. Me too, Coach Tim. Doing the same. I would say you do. But, I guess. No, I kick it away. I kick it away because the field goal kills you. 20-yard line is fine. That would be my final determination, but, we'll see. It's almost like the worst you can do is a 20 if you punt away, pretty much. Coffin corner, if it goes awry, you never know. So, yeah, he's punting away. Makes sense. Looking for that 9 or 10 or 11 even. Doesn't get it. It's going to be a touchback. So, Denver takes control with a 7-point lead and the ball. 7:48 left in regulation. Too tight set against a non-blitzing 4-3. It's an off tackle. Guessed wrong. Murray gets 5. Success on first down for Denver. 2nd and 5. Now goes 3 wide, interestingly, here. Denver is number 1 in the league in short and long passing in this spot. But in this situation, do you stick with that tendency? No. Off tackle Murray. Just gets a yard. 3rd and 4. Picked up the 3 white die, but Murray couldn't do much with it. Murray now hits his first fatigue level, which matters here on this 3rd and 4. We could see Javonte Williams here, because 4 yards is Williams' territory, even though he's low usage. Let's see what Coach Dave does. He sticks with Murray. So he's minus a yard on his card on this 3rd and 4. Three wide versus a nickel. That's 3 wide, 2 running backs. End around. Guessed right. It's an end around. Loss of 2. And Denver will be punting away. An end around. Surprised to see that show up. Big punt here from Waitman. Can he get a good one off? He gets an average one off. Sky Moore from the 27. Just hold on to the ball if you're KC. That's all you're asking for. And he doesn't. It's recovered by the offense. Oh, my. Just fall on that ball, then, KC. Don't play around. You got Patrick Mahomes. He runs it, almost fumbles, no gain. 1st and 10 from the 25. 6 minutes left. It's crunch time for Patrick Mahomes. Unlikely that KC would not see a second possession. It's likely, in other words, it's likely they would see a possession again if they don't move the ball down the field here. Depending on how things go. I mean, if it goes chalk. 1st and 10. Too tight. McKinnon is your back. Flat pass. Kelsey, man is there. He's a 0. Looking for that 6. Gets it. 8 yards, no fumble, possible penalty. There's a flag. It's an offside against Denver. So it's a 2nd and 2 or a 1st and 5. Probably going to take the down. Yeah, 1st and 5. Too tight versus 3-4. Flat pass. Kelsey, 2 men are home. Incomplete. Second and 5. So it does not work out in terms of declining the penalty. Would have had a 2nd and 2. Too tight versus 3-4. Short pass. No great. 4 men in zone. Looking to avoid that sack. Been able to do it for the most part. Avoids the INT. He's flush. Just needs 5. Gets 7 again. Loves that +7 on the dump offs. 1st down. Kansas City up to the 37-yard line. End run Mahomes. This is his last one. And he gets the dreaded 5. That hurts badly. I believe it's his last one, isn't it? Yeah. 2nd and 10. 4:30 left now. Three wide versus a blitzing 3-3-5. Short pass McKinnon. 4 men in zone. Not going to get much if he gets a sniper. I don't think. He's flushed. Needs 10. Gets 7. 3rd and 3. Kansas City came into the game number 4 in overall dump-off attempts in the league. with 74 this year. We've seen a lot of it today, despite the injury to the offensive line. 3rd and 3 now. Questionable 2-down territory if you are KC. Depends on what happens on this play. 4th and 1 for sure, and then you start just questioning yourself the further it goes out. But very much convertible 3rd down. Pro set with Gray. Flat pass Noah Gray. One man is there, 7 yards again on Mahomes' card. 1st down into Denver territory, 3:18 left. Already advancing Cincinnati and Jacksonville. If Denver wins, they'll face Buffalo. If Kansas City wins, I believe they face They face Cincinnati if Kansas City wins, and run Pacheco. Guessed wrong. Looking for the short gain, gets it 14 yards, now to the 35-yard line. And Kansas City is officially on the move here, been sort of sputtering down the field, but that is a nice little break for them that they needed to make them feel pretty good about themselves with 2:42 left. So just saying that again, a Kansas City win means a face off against Cincinnati and Buffalo versus Jacksonville. A Denver win, they'll face Buffalo, and Cincinnati will face Jacksonville. 1st and 10. Nobody home. Guessed wrong. Pacheco. Off tackle. Can he find another short gain? He can. Possible penalty, 16 yards. Flag is a personal foul. That's going to take KC to the 9-yard line. 2:24 left. Tough spot, the 9-yard line, but not the worst spot if you're Patrick Mahomes. Better than most. You can have that card on your side for the short pass. KC came into the game first 1 and 9, 5th in the league in short passing. You see a blitz here from Denver. It's a line buck. It's guessed right. 2 men in zone. The center, Creed Humphrey, will make that block. 6 yards. 2nd and goal from the 3. Nice call by Coach David, but not enough to stop Creed Humphrey. 2nd and goal from the 3. We hit the 2-minute warning. Probably too early for a 2-point conversion if it comes to it. And we know that Tim has stated quite clearly in the AFC Championship game post-game last year that he would not go for 2 in these sorts of situations. So we'd expect him to go for 1, even though Butker's a little bit hairy on his extra point. 2nd and goal from the 3. Too tight against the blitzing 3-4. It's a line buck. Guessed right again. Blocking back. Can't make the play. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. No timeout taken from Denver. Waiting for the formation from Kansas City. Kansas City, number 2 in the league in red zone efficiency. Needs to cash in here. Number 1 in touchdowns in the red zone. Too tight versus a 3-4 blitz. He's been really packing that linebacker zone, but there's yards to be had there even with 2 men in zone. Short pass, Kelsey. It's guessed right. Blitzer's coming. It's complete. Touchdown. Remember, Butker is 2 through 10. He's lining it up. Here it is. The extra point to tie the game is good on the 9. We are tied at 20. 1:15 left. And here comes Butker's kickoff. It's a touchback. Denver with an opportunity to walk it off here in Kansas City. I'm sure Denver is reeling from that drive, but got to look on the bright side here. Have a chance to get the win in regulation. All 3 timeouts. Whole playbook is open. Just needing a field goal. And here's an off tackle. Murray needs yards. He's going to have a possible penalty. It's a massive personal foul on Kansas City. Oh, my. It went to the offensive penalty card. And Denver gets up to the KC 45 with 107 left. Remember, it's a 38-yard line for Brandon McManus where field goals start to come in play in a serious way. He can try it out to the 43. Short pass. Guess wrong. 4 men in zone. It's incomplete. Cortland Sutton couldn't bring it in. 1 minute left now, 2nd and 10. That was a huge play, guys. That was, I'm sure, in sort of the feeling for both coaches, that was kind of the game. A guessed wrong opportunity, short pass. Falling incomplete in 3-man, it would have been 15. 2nd and 10. Again, 3 wide. Off tackle, Murray again. His card gets a yard penalty. So that's going to be no gain. And it's 3rd and 10. 2 big stops for the KC defense. Brings up a 3rd and long. What to do with the time? If I'm Denver, I'm letting her run. He does, and of course, KC takes the timeout wisely. As Butker extends out to this precise yard line of the 45. Chase Edmonds takes his spot back there. He doesn't bring any pass block to help contain Chris Jones either. Does Denver have help there? They do. Javonte Williams is a 3. But we don't see Javonte here. Instead, we see Edmonds on this 3rd and 10. And we don't see a shotgun either. So sort of a running-looking posture because of no shotgun. If I'm Denver, I might just take a timeout and get myself in a shotgun. 3rd and 10. They don't, it seems. So let's see what we got. Hinton up against a 4. Everybody else, a 5 among the pass catchers. Edmonds up against a 4 as well. It's a flat pass. Needs that 6. Doesn't get it. It's intercepted. KC, a flat pass interception opportunity. Can they bring it to the house? They cannot. No gain. Just misses a touchdown. However, we are not in. We are 11 yards away from Butker range with just 45 seconds left. KC looking to steal one here. First and 10. 3-3-5, not blitzing. 2 timeouts for KC. End run, he's keyed. Man is there. It goes to a 4-yard loss. Kareem Jackson makes a huge play. What a call by the Denver defense. Out of bounds he went. No Mahomes end runs. Keep that in mind. That's kind of important here. 2nd and 14, 37 seconds left. KC really shouldn't be too deterred. Just needs a couple completions and they get in field goal range. As tough as that play was. KC throw into the teeth of the defense, or they can look for a looking pass. Yeah, look for a no man in zone, and they do. They get it. Kareem Jackson is double teaming him. 8-yard gain. So Kareem Jackson double teamed him. That made it likely a man in zone. Anyway, yeah, 1 man in zone. Offense takes the timeout. 3rd and 6 now from the 48. This play here will determine whether we likely see overtime or not. We could find out now, or we could find out later. Let's see. Too tight in this 3rd and 6. A lot of doubling opportunities now. As 2 safeties can double. Flat pass. Pacheco, a man is there. A 0. It's a loss of 1. And that would likely take us to overtime here. 22 seconds. Townsend on for the punt. 53 yards out. likely to just kick it away and accept the touchback. Scott, can't see you joined. Again, not connected. Guys, come in from your phones if you can. And let's see what the punt call is. I'm punting it nice and far and accepting the possibility of a touchback if I am KC. And he does just that. Townsend blasts it 52 yards. They're going to let it bounce from the 1. There's a big bounce roll here. Big bounce roll. And it is going to roll. He returns it. Yeesh. 6 yards. A 5 roll on the punt return from the 1. What would the 5? The 5 would have brought us a touchback. It would have been +3. So we have overtime here. Unless Gordon fumbles. He's a fumbler. He's a 52 fumbler, but he doesn't fumble. 2nd and 4. Defense takes a timeout and says, please give me another Gordon run. Oh, my. Okay, Wilson taking a knee. Far less chance of a fumble. That will take us to overtime. Who's getting the ball? Who is getting the ball? Who is getting the ball? Denver is getting the ball to start overtime. Tied at 20. One minute. Break. We can catch our breath. Check the stream. Nobody connected is in. I'd love to see you guys in here. If you could join, great. And we'll take a look here. This doesn't tell you if either team played an overtime game. It doesn't make that apparent in the league manager. Sort of have to dig in, so we don't know about the overtime records. But we can look at a couple things. I mean, one thing we look at is the field goal kickers. And there we have an advantage for, well, overall, you got to give the advantage to Kansas City just because of the range. But Bucker's capable of missing all the way up to the 13-yard line where he's 2 through 8 and 12. McManus 2 through 9, 12 there, up to the 3-yard line. But 2 through 7, 11, 12 deep. That's out to the 38, as we know. And we are underway with a touchback. Woo. Too tight. Murray is in the backfield. He's got to be nearing second level. Short pass, Cortland Sutton. Avoids a sack. Here's a flush. Goes to the defensive car, but Judy can't make the catch. 2nd and 10. So let's take a look at Murray. If he stays in here, we'll get a view on his fatigue. He is at fatigue level 2 right now, which is -2 yards, I believe. Fatigue level 3, it's pretty hairy. 2nd and 10. End run Murray. Looking for the defensive card, I guess. And he gets it. 44 yards, Latavius Murray. And he gets all of those 44. Up to the KC 31-yard line, Latavius Murray, 20th carry, 116 yards. A touchdown wins it for Denver. I think. What year are we in? No, it doesn't, right? No. Short pass, Jerry Jeudy. KC would get a 15-yard catch. Possible penalty is not there. So this year, this should be the first year, right, where with a touchdown, the other team gets a possession. I believe that's true. We might find out for sure shortly. 1st and 10 in the red zone now at the 16. Latavius Murray, the huge run to put these Broncos in a great position. 3 wide, a blitzing 3-3-5. End run again to Murray. Man is there. Going to get less than 7. 5 yards, indeed. 2nd and 5 from now the 11-yard line. Well, hey, you'd rather not be at the 9, I guess. Murray stays in. Has he hit the 3rd fatigue level? He is. So now it goes automatically, to the keyed column? I forget. It's not good if it goes to his card. I'm surprised he's in there at this stage. If I am Kansas City or just guessing pass here and just going to hope for his card, and you have to. There's just too much of an advantage there. It doesn't mean it's always going to work out, but sometimes the odds are so stacked. Short pass, Dulcich. Plenty of blitzers coming, incomplete. 3rd down, 5. Couldn't get that D-die. From the 11. Opportunities for touchdowns all over that defensive card. Couldn't find it. Murray stays in the game. Doesn't bring pass block. Doesn't bring much of a run threat. I don't think he's much of a receiving threat. Judy, Hinton, Sutton, Dulcich are your pass catchers. Short pass, Sutton. He's not doubled up. Incomplete. McManus on for the field goal. Denver cannot get the touchdown. That's a victory for these Chiefs. McManus's kick is good, barely. On the 9. It's 23-20. It's do or die now for Kansas City. Here's the kickoff from McManus. Can he pin him again, or is he a more likely touchback? It's a possible fumble. It's not fumbled. Oh, my, that would have been a ball game. And also a possible penalty. Avoided that as well. Sigh of relief from Kansas City. Tough to stop KC when they have 4 downs to work with every time. That's for sure. And that's what Denver has to do. They need to find 4 stops in a row. It's an end run McKinnon. Guessed wrong. Going to get 5 yards on 1st down out to the 23, 2nd and 5. Too tight versus the blitzing 3-4. Flat pass again to McKinnon. There's a man there this time, and it's incomplete. Tooney out for 2 games. Illegal contact, but Joe Tooney loss is big for these Chiefs. Just when they're going to get Orlando Brown back next game, the overtime comes with a price. Joe Tooney. 1st and 10. KC doesn't have time to worry about that right now. There's no tomorrow as far as these Chiefs are concerned. Win or else. Tooney plays left guard, and he's a 6'7". Flat pass, Harbin. 2 men in zone. Possible interception. Incomplete, almost picked. And it's another illegal contact on Denver. Hit the 4 on 2 men. Wouldn't have mattered with the penalty, but wow. Already in there. He's a 0. Left guard means the first linebacker faces Algredi. Short pass guessed wrong. Big opportunity here for some yards. Got to cash this in. 17. Up to midfield. A touchdown wins it for KC. A field goal we play on. KC probably 10 yards away from moving out of 4-down territory. Roughly 10. Maybe 9. Short pass, Kelsey. Only 3 men in zone. He's sacked! A 40% chance Draymond Jones gets in. Loss of 9. 2nd and 19. The sack battle was much more even because of the Brown injury coming in. And we've seen today that both teams have been sacked twice. You really can't see he's not been sacked 3 times. Short pass, Sky Moore gets 7 yards on the Mahomes run. So 2 downs here, most likely, not 100%, to get 12 yards for KC. And they're blitzing. Yeah, I agree, Denver. You got to blitz. You got to go for the win here. 3rd and 12. Will KC look to get some yards in flat pass, or are they going to short pass through away? It's a short pass. Hardman. He is not double teamed. Not much blitzing coming. Sniper scope active. He's flushed. Needs 12. Gets 7. 4th and 5. Into field goal range, but lots of variable risk. Very difficult decision here for KC on a 4th and 5 outside of contain. Likely to go for it. I would say 65% chance to go for it, but we'll see. I mean, it's not only do you have the variable risk going on, but you have a 2 through 6, 12 kicker out here, which is a straight up 50% chance, I believe, close to it. You're going to go for it. This is the season for Kansas City. A 4th and 5. It's a blitzing 3-3-5. McKinnon's in the backfield. Tony is your 3rd wide receiver with the injury to Scanlon. Here we go. Short pass, Schuster. He's not double teamed. 4 men in zone. And it's flushed. Just needs 5. Gets 10. First down, Kansas City to the 35. Hits the second high linebacker. Nobody there. 10 yards. 1st and 10 from the 35. Too tight versus 3-4. Pacheco in the backfield. Looking pass. Man is there. He's a 5. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Whew. Again, too tight. A blitzing 3-4. Short pass. Smith-Schuster. Incomplete. 3rd and 10. 3 wide versus a blitzing 3-2-6. Bucker goes 2 through 8 if he can hit the 32-yard line and stay there with variable. Flat pass. Man is there. He's a 0, looking for that 6 on the white die. Can't find it, but gets 11 if it holds up, and it does. McKinnon, his yak, gets the first down to the 24. You don't feel comfortable with a field goal until the 12-yard line if you're KC, but right now they could be thinking about a win. Too tight, blitzing 3-4. We've seen a lot of show blitz. I haven't seen the safety up there, though. Flat pass, 2 men in zone, called wrong. Whose card does it go to? It goes to the offensive card, and he's going to score if he gets in from 24. Does he get in from 24? Yes! Touchdown, Pacheco! Kansas City walks it off. 26-23 final. Game over. Kansas City advances. They'll face the Jacksonville Jaguars next week. In Kansas City, Buffalo. No, they'll face Cincinnati. In Kansas City, Buffalo will host Jacksonville. I'm going to ask the guys to join. Kansas City. It felt very, very sort of real life to me, right? I mean, it's Mahomes unflappable in those sorts of situations. Gets to the gets the incompletion that turns into the dump off and brings it home. There you see the final 500 yards for Kansas City. My, oh my. 55 pass attempts for Patrick Mahomes. No Tooney injury. We're going to have to check that out, the matchup versus Cincinnati. How that looks and feels. We'll see if we can get the Cincinnati cards out here while we wait for the coaches to join. As I fumble through my cards here. Here's Cincinnati. And we have both coaches joining. Welcome to both of you. Congratulations on a great game. I guess we have to start with you, Coach Irvin. Yeah, I know it's, you have a scrambled brain right now. Both of you do, but best you can, take me through your thoughts, please.
Well, first and foremost, nobody seems to play me tougher than David. And he's been really good against me for multiple seasons, and I always struggle to get past him. And this game was no different. Felt like I had a lot of breaks.
I resent that remark. I resent that remark, Coach Irvin. But go ahead.
You do. I'll bet you do. He just seems to kind of have my number, and really, it's just one of those games where I was just very lucky to sneak it out in the end. I would have never thought that the way the game was going, to be honest with you.
David, your thoughts, please.
Yeah, I mean, I had him 4th and 5. That was what I needed. And, I decided, I just was going to try to shut down the run when I thought he was going to run. I guessed right. He made an adjustment and did more flat passes, I think, in the second half that made a big difference. Because I was shutting down the run and the short pass. And
I noticed your linebackers were either doubling flats or they were blitzing, and I had to find a way to pepper in there and make you pay for the blitzing linebackers at some point, and that's where you saw the more flat passes.
You did, and I guess I probably should have thrown more against your defense. Short and long, short. You took away the long pass. I had a lot of short passes, but I kind of felt like if I could just control the ball and keep you away from the ball as much as I could, that was kind of my strategy. And I got lucky at the first half. I mean, a couple of interceptions, right, and a turnover, and I got some good rolls. But it was as good as my team could do. I mean, they were 5 and 12 for a reason. So,
you did pretty good with this team, David.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, I really enjoy. I'm much better at calling defense than offense, I guess, and I enjoy it. And the Broncos have been a good fit for me. We'll see what happens next year. But yeah, thank you and congratulations.
Yeah, I appreciate it. That 4th and 5 that you're talking about, I paused because I thought about attempting a field goal.
Boy, that was a long field goal.
It was a long one, but it was going to be 2-6 or 2-6 and 12, as long as I didn't lose anything on the variable. And staring at a 4th and 5, 2-6 and 12 didn't sound that bad, but in the end, I just decided yes. But if you get the first down, you march on. I just had to go.
No, it was the right call. I had it called right too. I mean, you have Mahomes, and that's what am I going to do? I mean, and both running backs were tired, right? So, and they
Murray getting tired. I thought I was in good shape going into overtime, but then came out with that 44-yarder. Oh my Lord!
I don't know where that came from. I was like, I couldn't have good. I should have passed more probably, but I did as good as I could. So it was fun, and you're good luck on the rest of the way.
Thanks so much, David. I appreciate it. Anthony, thank you for calling the game tonight.
Sure thing. And David, I mean, nice calling at the goal line there. Well, at the goal line, the 10-yard line. I mean, you took your shots to get in the end zone, short pass. You didn't dink or dunk, and you had realistic shots to get it.
No, I did. I was close. Yeah. I had that receiver on Dulcich, and if I'd gone to any other receiver, I probably would have had it. But he had a weaker match against him defensively, so. But yeah. Yeah, no, I had to go for it there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck. I got to run.
All right. Thanks,
Sure thing.
David.
Thank you,
Appreciate
David.
it.
Congratulations
All
on
right,
a good season.
Bye.
So Kansas City, I mean, we could talk about this game for a while. You know, when you have a 5-quarter game, there's a lot of different twists and turns. But I mean, those initial turnovers were gonna be difficult to overcome, as unlikely as they were. It had to make it even more difficult for you, Tim. Tell me about the condition of your walls and your furniture after those turnovers, please.
You know, my walls and the furniture were fine. Generally the room was rattling though, because I was screaming some expletives. You know, first half I felt like my offense was moving as long as I didn't fumble the ball. I felt like I was doing real well, and you know, we always focus on the roles that were against our own team, but man, like Mahomes, he had the 3 runs. Credit to Dave for calling it once, and then the other 2 times, Mahomes on his own card wrong hits the 0 and hits the +9, missing all
Plus
those
nine.
short gains. And there were
Yep.
at least 4 times where I had 0-man call him on flat pass and hit the +7.
Yeah.
Kept hitting that low one there. I just felt like I was so close, and just when he was, I tell you what, I didn't think I was going to win that down the stretch. It was one of those games where I was glad I wasn't sitting across from somebody. We probably can all relate this. You ever have one of those games where you're playing somebody and you feel like the brakes aren't going your way, and you're pissy and you're moaning, and then you have to apologize at the end because you ended up squeaking out a win. That's kind of what this game felt like. I was glad he couldn't see how upset I was, because in the end, somehow Pacheco, man, a couple of big touchdowns for Pacheco in this game on breakaway plays.
Yeah, for
And I
sure.
think he hit the long gain in the flats twice.
Yep. Your team had some really big yaks plays, and I know you love the yak. You invest in the yak as much as anybody that I know of in terms of your play calling, and it really did work out well for you here. I thought kind of saved the game. McKinnon had one, which was in a 2nd and 10 or something on the final drive, and went for 14.
16, I think, yeah.
Yeah, and it wouldn't have been. And that's where the yak helps you. The yak doesn't really help you get 1 or 2 yards. It helps you get a first down, you know, in a long to go situation, and that's exactly what it did there for you. Really paid off.
Really thought I was in good shape after a really nice start. I stopped him and forced him to punt near midfield, and then I think it was first play maybe that Valdez Scantling hit that short pass long gain, and you know, I thought I was in business at that point, but you know, he comes right back, and I don't know if this was the drive where he went long pass, 27, long pass interference. Next thing you know, it's like, all right, well, here we are.
And you know, to again touch on your frustration points, boy, for a spell there, it seemed like Mahomes was more successful guessed right than guessed wrong.
Yes,
had a number of opportunities to.
And on flat pass right, I kept hitting the 10.
Oh, hey Tim, by the way, and it just I was going to remind this to you later, but Scott would like me to remind you now. Go ahead and push that while we're talking.
Oh yeah, you bet.
He's got to get. There's a game for tomorrow, and he wants to probably hit the hay or whatever.
Thanks for the heads up on that. You can let him know that has been officially pushed, so he can do his thing and he can get to bed. So
now,
wow,
the Tooney injury.
Yeah,
you know, you got a couple injuries there. The Tooney injury, looking ahead to next week, so you're going to have to. I don't think you have the ability to move.
No, Tooney should be back.
No, he's gone for 2 games.
No. The 2 games was Marquez Valdez Scantling.
Oh, I thought Tooney was 2 games too. Let's take a look.
Oh God, I hope not, because that's not what I remembered seeing.
2 games, yeah, 2 more weeks. So he'll be gone to the Super Bowl, and Scantling gone to the Super Bowl. So that puts you in a different. So you got Cincinnati right next week.
Yeah, I do.
Being left guard,
and Hendrickson and Hubbard are linebackers as carded, aren't they? I think.
Yeah. So they're going to go against the 0. So they'll have pretty much an auto sack when they're coming. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing to see there. So I get Orlando Brown back.
Yeah, that really helps, because if not, then you might have had Hendrickson matching up on him. And then, because he could play defensive line too. He could play end. But you don't have to worry about that, because that would have got you from 2 different spots, and that would have been really difficult. But it's already hard enough
So
being
are
stuck with.
Hubbard and Hendrickson, is one of them a linebacker and the other carded as an end, or are they both linebackers?
They're both either.
Oh, they can both play either. Well, that's
Yeah,
brutal. Okay.
they're awesome. Yeah, yeah. From that
Yeah.
perspective, that flexibility. I mean, I would love that. Oh, I would
Well, I
dream of
don't
such
generally
flexibility.
pass with care with Mahomes. I just pass, but I'll
Right.
have to be looking at passing with care.
Yeah, yeah. And it's a 3-4. I mean, maybe, not to go too deep into strategy, but maybe you're going more three wide and you're forcing a flat pass zone open.
Yeah, that's what I was
So,
trying to
but
do in this game late with Dave when he commented that I was passing more in the flats. I started going 3 wide receivers for that specific reason, to make it more difficult for him to guard the flats. But he's also got, speaking of the Broncos, such a really good long pass defensive card that it allows him the freedom to have a little aggression and pull that safety up and fill that with a fourth linebacker anyway. And I was
right.
having trouble with that. And I did fire off. I may have only fired off the one long pass, and I
Hmm.
got it with 0 man on his card, and that's where the card does look good. But again, I couldn't hit the number on that one. So
Meanwhile, he has a 7 at center and a 7 at right guard, which is the formula to neutralize Chris Jones. Those are the two places you want a 7.
yeah, you're right. Sure is.
And I think they're healthy, but that brings no pass blocking out of the backfield. So the 5 asterisk will certainly be alive in all situations.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cincinnati, and I thought last time when we played, Burrow and Mahomes were the top 2 passers. I was expecting points. But in the regular season, I beat him 17-12. We didn't put up anything, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and it's when you have injury, it's a great thing about injuries, and that it's a different game now. I mean, it's a different game when you have a couple key injuries. It just like real life, it changes the
Changes the whole
dynamic.
approach on what you're going to do in
Yep.
some cases.
You
It's
got
certainly
to
the one I'm going
figure
to be
out.
facing.
Yep. Yep. And again, we don't know Cincinnati's injuries. At least I don't. So perhaps there's other things to consider there as well. I mean, I think we could probably talk for an hour about this game. But anything else you want to point out on tonight's?
Oh, not
win?
really. I thought Pacheco was huge. Those 2 touchdowns were timely to say the least. What was that last one? 24-yard pass, and then his first touchdown to start the game, a 17-yard run. Those were, the red zone is a difficult place to navigate for any team, and it was for me this year too. And getting him to score from 17 and 24 to start and end this game was the difference. Big game for him.
Do you avoid any calluses on your hands thanks to the gloves?
Got the gloves on. I wear gloves now. My wife got me these because for years now, anytime I play the Chiefs in Strato, even if I'm just playing pickup games, it's like I'm pretty competitive, and somehow the adrenaline sends my hands into an ice cold shiver. I have no idea why, but my hands get freezing every time I play, and so that's why I wear gloves now.
Got to avoid stratomatic injuries. That's for sure.
That's right.
The other matchup we'll have is Buffalo and Jacksonville.
Yep, that's right. That's what sets up that one.
Jacksonville visiting Buffalo, which should so we should have 2 great games to see in the AFC divisional side, which is fun to look ahead to. I don't know that they face each other in the regular season like you guys did. I'll take a quick look here.
Sure.
Buffalo Jacks.
I thought they did, but maybe not. Nope. Okay.
Here. So we shall see. All right. Well, anything else to add? It's been a fun one.
Not really. Like I say, 500 yards of offense plus. I thought it could have been a lot easier, but somehow I overcame 3 turnovers. I can't believe that Leo Chanel didn't take that interception back to the house. When he got that, I was sure that was going back.
Just missed, and it just missed. And you got to highlight too that you seemingly could not get a D-die when you needed it.
Yeah.
And that was a big deal.
But if you have the cards and you have the patience, maybe sometimes things will work out when those breaks aren't going your way. And boy, I got just enough by the hair of my chinny chin chin.
Yep. Well, anything else to add?
Not at all. Thank you very much for broadcasting that. I do appreciate that, Anthony. You have yourself a blessed night, man.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Have a good night.
Yep, you
All
too.
right,
Take
we
care.
are wrapped up here from Kansas City. The Chiefs come out on top. We'll see you with more playoff action as soon as tomorrow. Have a good night.